Most buyers think Chinese factories don't reply because they are rude or too busy or not interested. But in many cases, the real problem is the RFQ. Factories receive dozens, sometimes hundreds, of messages every week. If your request is unclear, looks risky, or takes too much time to quote, your email goes to the bottom of the list. So in this video, I'll show you how to write an RFQ that Chinese factories actually respond to, quickly, clearly, and seriously. And I'll share the exact structure we use at Yansourcing when we reach out to factories for overseas buyers. Let's start with one important idea. A good RFQ does two things at the same time. Number one, it makes quoting easy. Number two, it makes the project feel safe. If the supplier thinks your request is complicated, or your expectations are unclear, or the order might become a problem later, they will avoid it. So what should you include? I recommend a simple RFQ structure with 7 parts. You can use this for consumer products, furniture, building materials, or almost anything. Part 1. A short introduction. Keep it very short. Factories don't need your life story. They just need enough context to judge if you are a serious buyer. Here's a simple format. Hello, my name is Name. I'm based in country. We are sourcing product category, target market, country or region. We are looking for a long-term supplier if the first order goes well. That's it. Why does this work? Because it answers the factory's first question. Is this buyer real? And it answers the factory's second question. Is there repeat business potential? Part 2. A clear product description. This is where most RFQs fail. Many buyers write something like, I want something similar to this product, and they paste a link. That is not enough. A factory needs a clear definition of what you actually want. Use a simple bullet list. Product name, main function or use case, material, size or key dimensions, color or finish, any special features, packaging requirement. If you don't know everything yet, that's okay. But you must clearly mark what is confirmed and what is to be confirmed. For example, confirmed, size 40 cm diameter, matte black finish. To be confirmed, final logo placement. Factories prefer this because it reduces risk. They know what they can quote now and what may change later. Part 3. Specifications that prevent misunderstandings. If you only take one thing from this video, take this. Factories respond faster when your RFQ includes measurable specs. Not feelings, not opinions. Measurable specs. For example, don't say high quality. Say material thickness 1.5 mm. Or wood moisture content 8 to 12%. Or tile size tolerance within plus or minus 0.5 mm. Now you might say, I don't know these numbers. That's normal, especially for new buyers. In that case, you can do one of two things. Option 1, provide a reference sample or reference product link and ask the factory for a recommended spec. Option 2, give a performance requirement instead of a technical number. For example, must support 120 kg load, or must pass 48-hour salt spray test for bathroom use. The key is to be specific enough that the supplier can quote the correct solution. Part 4. Quantity and order plan. Factories care a lot about quantity, but they also care about your plan. So don't just write, what is your MOQ? Instead, write something like, estimated first order, 300 to 500 units. If the sample and first order go well, we expect repeat orders every 2 to 3 months. This is important because it changes how the factory treats your message. Even if your first order is small, a clear plan makes you more attractive. If you are in a project-based industry like building materials, you can write, this is for a hotel, apartment, renovation project. We will purchase by phases. First phase quantity is attached in the BOQ. That instantly tells the factory the order is real and structured. Part 5. Target price and Incoterms. This part is optional, but powerful. Many buyers are afraid to share a target price. But here's the truth. If you don't share any price range, you may waste days talking to factories that are not even close. So you can write, target price range, USD 350 to 420, FOB Shenzhen. Please quote your best FOB price and specify what is included. If you are not sure about Incoterms, the most common is FOB. But you can also ask, please quote EXW and FOB, and advise which option is better for this product. This signals that you are serious and thinking about logistics. Part 6. What you need from the factory. Factories respond faster when you ask clear questions, not a long list. Keep it to 5 key questions. For example, Can you produce this item based on the attached spec and reference photos? What is your MOQ for this product? What is your unit price based on 300, 500, and 1,000 units? What is your lead time for samples and mass production? Do you have similar items you have produced before? That's enough to start. If you ask 20 questions, you will slow down the reply. Part 7. Attachments and formatting. This is a simple but important part. Factories love clean RFQs. If you have pictures, put them in one PDF. If you have dimensions, put them in a simple drawing or annotated image. If you have a product list, put it in a spreadsheet. And name your files clearly. For example, RFQ, product, name, V1, PDF. Specs, product name, V1.XLSX. Also, don't put critical numbers only inside images. Put key specs in text as well, because factories often forward the email internally and text is easier to copy. Now let's talk about what makes factories ignore an RFQ. Here are 5 red flags that reduce response rate. Red flag number 1, vague wording. If your RFQ says good quality or best price without any measurable standards, the factory expects trouble later. Red flag number 2, no quantity. If you don't share any order range, the factory assumes you're just collecting prices. Red flag number 3, too many changes. If your email feels like everything is not decided, factories think the project will be endless and they avoid it. Red flag number 4, unrealistic urgency. If you ask for quotes in 2 hours or expect production in 1 week, factories assume you are not experienced. Red flag number 5, no clear next step. If you don't say what happens after the quote, factories don't know how to move forward. So always include a next step like, if the quote is suitable, we will request samples and move to a trial order. Now, you might be thinking, okay, I understand the structure, but how do I actually send it in a way that gets replies? Here's a simple tactic we use. Send your RFQ in 2 messages, not one huge message. Message 1 is the short intro and a clear summary. Message 2 is the attachment and the detailed questions. Why? Because if the factory opens your email on a phone, they see a clean message first, not a wall of text. Now let me give you a quick RFQ example you can copy. Here's a sample message. Hello, supplier name. My name is Alex. I'm based in the US and we source home organization products for online retail. Target market, US. We are looking for a supplier for a product name. Estimated first order, 500 units. If the first order goes well, we plan repeat orders every quarter. Please see the RFQ attachment for spec and pictures. Could you please confirm? Can you produce this item? MOQ? FOB price for 500 and 1,000 units? Sample lead time and mass production lead time? Thank you and looking forward to your reply. Best regards, Alex company name website. WhatsApp. +1. That's it. Short, structured, and safe. Now, a quick note. Even with a perfect RFQ, you still need to send it to the right factories. If you send a great RFQ to the wrong type of supplier, you'll still get weak replies. For example, a small custom project sent to a factory that only wants huge volume orders. Or a high-end design request sent to a low-cost commodity factory. This is exactly where a sourcing team can make a big difference. At Yansourcing, when we build an RFQ, we don't just send it to random factories. We first shortlist the right supplier type, based on product complexity, target quality level, and order plan. Then we send a clear RFQ, collect quotes, compare terms, and follow up to confirm details before samples. That's how overseas buyers save time and avoid expensive mistakes. Let's wrap up with a simple checklist. If you want Chinese factories to actually respond to your RFQ, remember, keep your intro short and professional. Describe the product clearly in bullet points. Use measurable specs to reduce misunderstandings. Share your quantity and order plan. Include target price or at least a price range when possible. Ask 5 clear questions, not 20. Attach clean files with clear names and always include a next step. If you do this, your response rate will increase dramatically, and the quotes you get will be much more comparable and useful. If you want help preparing RFQs, finding the right factories, and managing the process from samples to quality inspection and shipping, you can contact Yansourcing through the link in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.